everyone. So today's video or this video will be about even or odd number, means how to calculate even or odd number, or how to check whether the number is even or odd by in C programming. Actually I am making this video because if you watch the previous video, so after watching that, to make if you don't understand how the C programming works, or how the user input works, so watch this video. You will get a clear idea about how it works. So after that, I will make another more videos about programming after explaining some parts of the topic. So this video will be about odd or even number. So at first, you all know what to do. You have to include the header file hash include stdio.h, and this is must. So if you don't include this header file, you will get error, because you will get error at main, because stdio.h contains in the main and all the function like user input function like scanf, printf, etc. Then what do you have to write? Sorry, write int main. And int main means a main function where you will define your program or your code. So the code will begin here. Then what we have to do? First declare a variable, suppose int n or int num as a number, and then give a message printf enter the number to check this message, and then the user input, that means %d is format specifier. I will tell you this in the later video what is format specifier, how to use it. And ampersand n, ampersand not n, ampersand num. So I have declared an integer type variable which is num, and I have thrown a statement enter the number to check, which is reliable to the user. They will enter the number over here, and I am telling the scanf. So I am storing the address of num into the RAM, and basically if you give any address, the value of the num will be that value which you have assigned with it, or the user have inputted the value. So what is the statement of odd or even? So I think you all know, bracket open, if num mod 2 equals to 0, printf the number %d is even, and then comma give num, and else statement is beginning from here. Else, basically if you are from any other programming background, you all know, so what is the case of if and else statement, both are same. In C what happen, you don't have to give any semicolon over here. Basically semicolon works as a line terminator. So if you give a semicolon over this line, so what will the compiler will understand that this line is terminating over here, so it will not go into this bracket. And why am I giving bracket over here? Just like Python, in Python you have to give colon and you have to give indentation. So all the if statement after giving indentation, they the statement fall under the case of fall under the if statement. So in C programming we give brackets. So if bracket and printf means printf is all under the if statement. So means printf, this statement falls under the category or falls under the value of if statement. And else printf the number %d is odd, comma num. Basically it is done, and then return 0. Basically why we are getting giving return 0? Basically int main. So int means a main function which a value int means it have to return something, but in this case I will not return anything, and this will go over here. So we are returning 0. If we give void main, so we don't have to give return 0. But in a modern compiler, return 0, we doesn't need to specify return 0, but it is meant. But you should know that if you are declaring int main, you have to return something. Int always return something. That's why we are returning 0, because in some, if you do in a programming concert or programming challenge, in their compiler must not be compatible with return, means their compiler must not be installed with the return 0. In that case you have to give return 0, otherwise you will get error. And if you don't know what type of error you are getting, you have to do lots of debug in this program, and if your programming side, then you will not able to identify where the error is, and it will be troublesome for you. So so remember, so if you are mentioning int main, you have to give return 0. And I think you all know about the code num mod 2 equals to 0. That means always the even number is divisible by 2, and if the number is divisible by 2, the remainder will be 0. That's why printing the number percent d is even. That means the num will go over here, the value, and else it will be out of, if it is not divisible by 0, so it will not have a remainder 0, it will generally be odd. So we are closing the bracket over here, this int main bracket, and we will execute. First we'll compile, let's see it it don't have any error, then run. First we'll check for the odd, enter the number to check, give 7, the number 7 is odd. Again check with the even, run, give 10, the number is even. So F10, again give random value, suppose 123, the number is odd. You give random value 12070 like this, the number is even. And what will happen if you give 0? Basically in this case 0 will return as even only, because 0 can be compiler know the 0 is divisible by 0, and it is giving a remainder 0. That's why it is returning as even. So this is the case of odd or even program, and how to check whether the number is odd or even. So basically I have done this program so to have to brush your knowledge in C programming and how the syntax of the C programming works, to further continue the C programming. I hope you will like this video. So if you like this video, please give a like and subscribe to the channel also. Thank you for watching the video.